Hey, let's do this thing, shall we? Yes, today's productivity tip. It's a productivity tip today. I'm changing things up throughout the week. Different bits of information. This tip is going to help you save time, same effort, less stress, all that good stuff. It's all about making lists. How to do it, why you should do it, and you will do it. All right, it's a list, but don't run away. Trust me, this is going to be good. Yes, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Fred Moore, your old pal here, coming at you, speaker, entertainer, and still bald guy. Always going to be proud to be a bald guy. Used to have hair up here, no hair down here. I just sneezed, and it all fell, shaboom, right here, and it just kind of gathered. Yeah, I always used to say I don't have a gray hair in my head, and I don't. I have a little gray in my beard right here. Yeah, there's a little salt and pepper going on there. Yeah, maybe not so much pepper, more just salt and some paprika. I don't know what's going on. Lists. Why am I talking about lists? Well, I'm going to tell you why I'm talking about lists. All right, lists, very important. You get a glimpse. You get a glimpse of the first one. Lists are going to save time. It's going to save you time when you make lists. Yeah, I'm a list kind of guy. I love me a list. I make a list. I love checking things off. I love everything about the list. Now, most people, when they think of lists, they think of a to-do list. This is the stuff I got to do. It's a to-do list. Oh, this is the whole thing I have to do. I hate the to-do list. I don't like to think of it as a to-do list, more of a achievement list. This is the stuff I get to do today. All right? This is the stuff I'm privileged to do. This is the stuff that needs to get done, right? You can make all sorts of different lists. This kind of list I'm talking about associated with a to-do list. It's an achievement list, stuff that you gotta do. Now, here's the thing about a list. Depending on the list, depending on who makes the list, that depends on whether it's going to get done or not. I have a honey-do list that my wife made for me. I'll add stuff to it, but it's basically like, honey, do this, honey, do that, right? Fix this, repair that, do that, if you could. And truthfully, I'll be honest, there's stuff on that list that's been there for a while. Yeah, it's stuff I haven't put on there. Or if I have put it on, it's not a really high priority. Now, if it's stuff like fix the roof, there's a hole in the roof, fix, of course, that's going to take high priority. But some of that stuff on there is like honey to-do list. Yeah, I'm going to do it when I get around to it. The kind of list I'm talking about is the kind of list of stuff that you want to do. You either need to get it done, or you should do it. You should do it, but you're not doing it. So what are you going to do? You're going to make a list of the things that you need to do. And there's a couple things to do to make this a successful list that will actually get done. The first one, you get a sneak peek, is physically write these lists down. I'm talking pen and paper, pencil, crayon, whatever you got. Dry erase board, that works great, because then the next day you can make a new list, right? Wipe it off, make a new list. But physically write it down. Don't type it. Don't make a voice memo. Don't go, Alexa, give me this, right? Because think about it. I use the machine, the Alexa. I don't want to say it too loud because it'll go, yes. But I use that for a shopping list. And it's great because we're in the kitchen, we're doing stuff. Oh, hey, Alexa, put this on the shopping list. And she puts it on the shopping list. But here's the thing. You ask me 10, 20 minutes later, the next day, what's on that shopping list? I don't know. That's why I have the machine, right? But when you physically write it down, there's a better chance that you're going to remember it. Have you ever written something down? It's like, oh, I don't want to forget this. I better write it down. An idea, phone number, whatever. I'm going to write it down so I don't forget it. And then you write it down. And probably 90% of the time, you don't have to look at that paper again. No, because you physically wrote it down. When you physically write something down, it triggers the reticular activating system in your brain. Oh, fancy words. Yes, it's a group of neurons in your lower cortex that I don't know what it is actually, but what I do know is the reticular activating system is one of the things that's responsible for you remembering stuff after you write it down. When you write it down, then that part of your brain is going, oh, this is important. You took a physical action. It's not just a thought you had. You actually wrote it down. You spelled words and you wrote it down someplace, so it's important. So it's going to put it in your brain. It's going to make it more concrete, more real, as it were. All right, that's it. Number one, physically write down your list. Next thing you want to do, take a look at your list and prioritize the top 3 things on that list. The top 3 things on that list that are the most important. Not the top 3 things that you want to do. Maybe it's a list of things we're going to do today, and it was like cut the grass, trim the hedges, go to a movie, eat some popcorn, take a nap, and you go, popcorn, nap, movie, we're in. No, don't prioritize it like that. Prioritize it with either the most difficult things, the most uncomfortable things, right, that you want to get out of the way, or the most important things, the money-making actions that you need to take that day. Prioritize the top 3 things on the list and then do them. As soon as you're done prioritizing, take at least one action towards one of those things on your list. That's going to create momentum, and an object in motion tends to stay in motion. I'm getting all sciencey with y'all today. I hope you'll appreciate that. The internet research I've had to do for this has been phenomenal. Third thing you want to do is when you go through this list, check them off. Again, put a check mark, draw a line through it, whatever you got to do. Just make sure you have marked it complete. Because now in your brain, you're like, oh, I got something done. What am I going to do now? Look at me, Mr. Achiever, I can get things done because I have a list, right? It may sound silly, it may sound stupid. There's that S word again. But it works, right? Because it's that, woohoo, you get that little burst of, oh, I got something done. I got something done, yeah. So check it off, cross it off, whatever you have to do. Don't erase it, just leave it there, right? Because at the end of the day now, you can look at that list and see all the check marks of all the things you got done. Maybe see a few things that like, okay, I didn't have time to do those. They're going to be put on tomorrow's list. And that's the last thing you do, right? After you got the list done, make a list for tomorrow. Because maybe there were some things you couldn't get done today because of time, whatever, mismanaged time management, perhaps. I don't know. Not talking to you, talking to you. But then you're going to make the list for the next day. And then you'll be ahead of the game. You'll be one step closer to getting all this stuff done. Now, don't tell my wife about this video because she's going to give me this honey-do list and go, hey, you know what? Top 3 things. Let's go. Come on, Sparky. You preach it. Let's do it. All right? Do as I say, not as I do. All right. 3 things to get that list of yours done. All right? Write it down. Check it off. Top 3 things. Prioritize. Get it done. If you want to get more done, go to this website, 5hoursback.com. You give me your name, your email. I'm going to give you a PDF, some productivity accelerator videos, some worksheets, some more videos, some fun stuff. You're going to have a good time while you're doing it. Basically, I'm going to be able to give you 5 hours of your time back, at least 5 hours of your time back each week. Right? The time you're saving will get you 5hoursback.com. 5hoursback.com and get yours today. And do me a favor, if you're digging this, well, you're watching it, so I hope you're digging it because, you know, why would you be what? I don't understand. Share the love. Somewhere below this on whatever platform, there's a like button, there's a thumbs up button, there's a clap hands button, whatever. Smash it, push it, hit that button. What that does is it tells the social media platforms you like this, which means other people will like this. And then this sends this out. It bumps it up. The algorithms put this in front of more eyeballs, and that's what I want. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking much. Hit a little button. All right, that is it for me today. Tune in tomorrow for another fun video if the storm doesn't come through. All right, see you guys later. Bye-bye.